Welcome back to Blitzvision 94, and today we're again here at the Blitzwizard couch, which I think is going to be an icon on the YouTube channel. Let me just get into like a weird yoga position. All right, there, and I feel a little better. And I'm simply making this video just to address some things. So, first off, this is really late, but 1 a.m. in the morning. My hair's kind of fried. It's kind of like gibberish. But anyways, doesn't matter. It is 2025. Everybody knows 2025. It's been, I believe, it's been 5 months into 2025. So, what's been happening? In 2025 in terms of my own just goals. I remember I was checking my videos last night or the day before that, and I noticed that a lot of my goals, things that I was talking about trying to achieve, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. In the summer, I made goals originally for 2020, 2024, 2025, which was the goal was to get to FM. I'm not near it. I'm 1900 right now, and I haven't really played that many FIDE events. I've only played, in retrospect, I've only played around 4 events in the whole year. So it's very hard to gain elo, and even in those events, it was really hard to take advantage of it because most of the time I was just very hesitant and kept being more desperate about the fact that if I didn't take advantage of every single game and win it, I wouldn't really maximize the amount of elo I could, possibly win. Because long term, I did want to. Well, no, short term, I really wanted to gain as much as I can. But long term, no, that's just asking for too much, and you can't really just be greedy. You just gotta play your chess, and even if you don't win much, you just gotta try to work with that. And for me, again, I'm simply just desperate to try to find the opportunity in which I could maximize every opportunity I get and try to use it to the best of my ability, to get to FM. But it's simply not that easy or fast. And again, 2025. Let me just take a drink Agamato. Good water. And so some of the goals I had straight in mind for 2024 and 2025, I believe I wrote for 2024 I wanted to get to Life Master, and I did accomplish that goal, but I didn't really accomplish it in 2025. I think I accomplished it in 2025, in the beginning of the year. Yeah, I accomplished it after my event where I went with my team to Orlando and we played the U.S. Amateur I believe U.S. Amateur South Team Championships, where unfortunately, even though we played really well, we got 3rd place. We didn't really do much in terms of competing for the grand prize. We really wanted to qualify and play the other teams, and I believe I don't know if it was a playoff or something else, but I know if we won first, we would have gotten the plaques. We would have gotten an invitation to be able to participate in another higher up tournament. But we finished 3rd, and in that tournament, I finished with a score of 4.5 out of 5, which secured me another senior master norm, or life master norm to be more precise. And you need 5 life master norms for those of you who are trying to achieve this title. It's not NM; it's a title that goes after you reach NM, which is basically you have to try to maintain, not maintain 20, but you have to get 5 norms while playing at a 2200 plus level. And it's not that hard long term because you're probably gonna reach it eventually if you play a lot of events aren't consistent with the way the way your ratings at. If you're a 2200, maybe you don't get the norms right now, but let's just say you play against other 2200s and on average you beat 3 or 4 of them. Eventually you're gonna get a norm, and long term, maybe a year or 2 or 3 or 4 years, you're gonna get to that point. You're gonna get all your 5 norms eventually. People don't really care about the title. I was just more yay, I finally did it. Let's go McDonald's. So that's that. And Um, that was a goal. I did accomplish Life Master, so I was extremely proud of it. That was in, I believe, February of this year. And apart from that, I don't feel like much has changed. Um, I don't know. Like I really, again, I haven't really done much. Like I know I've posted profile pictures on my channel. I don't know if you guys pay attention or not, but I was posting a lot of profile pictures of me dressed as Spider Man and just like eating shit and just trying to have fun. I leave in more social aspects. Like I've been working, not really working, but like I kind of been like volunteering to help out and simply just try to coach chess. Not a job, but more just help out my friends, help out people that I know that have some connections to. I've just been helping those people out with coaching for free. And I've just been living life. I've hanged out with my friends. I've been playing Blitz, been playing some local tournaments here and there whenever I could, like USCF, because I'm now like trying to raise my elo to play on the DGT boards. Because in the very few FIA events that they have here in Florida, even though there's 5 rounds, I'm trying to maximize the highest that my USCF elo can get to, so that hopefully in the first 2 3 rounds I'm able to play on the GT boards, and that's gonna be the goal because I just hate playing on all the other boards. I feel like a complete joke. Like I feel like I work hard, but I'm not working hard enough to deserve to be on the GT boards, and that's why I want to increase my rating as high as it can be, so that I could play on those DGT boards. That will be really, I think, a step in the right direction. um, it won't guarantee anything, but it's a step in the right direction for me. Um, but yeah, again, as I said before this, I did accomplish Life Master. Have I gotten close to 2,000 FIDE? No. That is a goal I really want to go right now. I'm currently like 19. I was currently 1906, but I calculated it and I should be like 1902, 1904, maybe 1901, but still like 1900. I lost like 3 points from my last event. If I would lose like 10 points or something, not that much. So again, the goal is just to reach 2,000. And in order for myself to do that, I would have to go around the U.S. Hopefully, maybe we'll go with like some group or something, and we're able to try maximize, with the amount of money we have, amount of time. Maybe we rent some Airbnb or try to find somewhere that's kind of cheap, and we just play a FIDE event. As of right now, I don't really have anything I'm really concerned besides one major event, and that major event is the World Open. For many of you who are new to the chess world, or at least new to American chess, UCF holds a very special event that everyone around the world knows. You have people from China, Uzbekistan, Ukraine, it doesn't matter, wherever around the world, they all have heard of this event. It's called the World Open. It is held in Philadelphia annually, each year during the summer, and many people have gone to it. Hikaru's gone to it. You've had people like Bu Jiangji, who's from the Chinese Olympiad team, the one man who eliminated Magnus in the Olympiad that one time. He's played Hikaru in a playoff. Like, you have a lot of people who's always played the World Open. It's just the one tournament that everyone goes to. Even Hans Niemann, I believe he played it a year ago or 2 years ago. You have people like Andrew Tang and just a bunch of people. Like, in general, everyone plays the event. It's just an event that even the highest of the normal GMs, they all go there. That is the one event I am considering to participate in, but it's just so unrealistic to get there. Honestly, I want to play there, but it's just so hard to get the timing to be able to go there. And forgive me, because my battery is dying, which is an issue. I only have like 5% right now. Yeah, it's just having the money is the problem. Secondly, is how we would be able to manage as a group to be able to just survive there for like 5 days and then get back. Because I do remember, I have a friend, who, when he started playing chess tournaments, he drove all the way to Philadelphia by car. He completely regrets it. Now he's not driving back there. If he had to go there World Open, he would have to do it by plane. And if I'm being honest, he said that World Open is the type of event, even though he's not like a master, like he would just say it to you up front, and I completely agree with him on this, that it's just a big commitment. Unless you feel like you're in form, you shouldn't really go. It's a lot of money, it's a lot of traveling, and you aren't really guaranteed to win any prizes, but it is really good opportunity because it has a lot of good prize funds, it has a lot of good ratings, opportunities, norms. It is VA rated. It just has so much to unpack, and I think that would be a good opportunity for me. But I don't know if I'm gonna play it. Frankly, I really don't know. I want to, I really do, but like, it's just so hard to get to there. And if I do, then it will be great. I feel like I'll try the best of my ability. Hopefully I'll gain a lot. You don't know how much I'll gain, but I'm gonna try my very best to squeeze everything I can and pour everything I know into that event. Because there is 9 rounds, and I'll be extremely proud. To do the best I can there, or maybe it's 11. Either way, it's I just got to. I got to play it. There's no ifs. And if I don't play it, then it will be a really big missed opportunity. But it's just life. I can't really complain. In July, there is a tournament that I'm 80% sure I am going to go to. However, which will be in Las Vegas for the National U.S. Open. So hopefully, if I do get there, maybe I get to meet some of you, maybe some chess friends that I know online. Maybe they'll be right there. We'll play some blitz, whatever. It's very fun. I want to go there because Jian Chao, who is a Chinese grandmaster who's been living in the U.S. for many years, along with other grandmasters like Fidel Corrales, are participating. So I'll be extremely happy at the opportunity to play them. And I also, again, it's just speed rated, but also 9 rounds. Again, if you see me emphasizing the purpose of this, you see that I'm very much oh my god, I can't speak right now. I'm too tired. It's like 1 a.m. Fuck, I'm too tired. Ugh. So it's me emphasizing the point that these tournaments are affiliate rated at 9 rounds. They do make a difference because you can gain a lot more. And even if you lose some games, you can still maintain your elo or just increase it, which is the upside. It has more positives than negatives. And for that reason, I really emphasize there's a lot of importance. Like for any player who wants to get to like the opportunity to strive for these titles, FM, CM, or gain the norm, this is the only way. Like it's either you play norm tournaments, which cost a lot of money, or you play local tournaments over, and it's like really, really hard. That's what I've been trying to do, but it's like it's rare to find them here in Florida. Or simply, you just, if you have the money, you just scour around the U.S. and you find these amazing tournaments like World Open or just like VA events in your club. I think that is the best opportunity right there. Again, I think that is the right direction to go to. In my opinion, I don't know. I don't know. At this point, I don't think I'm gonna achieve FM in a year. If I do achieve it, I'll probably say it's gonna be a 2 to 4 year range. It's not gonna be something that's short term. It's gonna be something that's way long term. For NM, it took me a 2 year grind. It was just pure dedication, pure hard work. Just with everything I knew from ground up. It was just pure instinct, pure, just patterns and experience for me. I can't describe how much of a hard resilience I had to take because I was considering quitting chess multiple times. And to be honest, right now I don't feel any stress when playing chess. If anything, for me, chess right now is just whenever I play a game, it's either a miss or it's a hit. That's how I feel about chess games. There are misses or hits. I don't really feel stress as I used to. And the reason I say misses or hits is that I only care much about FIDE rating. I don't really care about UCF as I have a title and I see no benefit in raising my UCF up because unless it's going to give me invitation, I really don't get the point of it. I only see the point in raising my UCF just to play on the UT boards in FIDE rated events. That way I have opportunities to be playing against higher rated players and have opportunities of maybe raising my own elo. That is simply the only reason why I would consider myself just on this go right now, just trying to raise my elo. But again, it's very, very, very hard. And yeah, it's just whatever. It's just whatever. I feel like at this point, as an update in my life, I just been, like as I said before, I simply just been enjoying life, hanging with friends, watching movies. If you check out my Instagram, you see I really do a lot of just random posts about movies, chess, and I'm just I'm just chilling. So again, goals, I'd probably say, at least for the channel, I don't really have any goals. Maybe hitting like maybe hitting like, I don't know, like 2,000 subscribers would be a goal for this year. Maybe that's a goal. And then nah, just make more videos. Hope you guys love my content, and hopefully I get a lot of support from many of you guys. I think that's a very interesting achievement. As of right now, I'm just studying for my degree and simply just trying to enjoy life the best I can, because I know eventually, I will. I'm probably still gonna be doing videos, but it won't be as consistent as it is right now. I'm 19 years old, about to turn 20 in September. Not everyone has the opportunity to play chess like right now, like I do. Like I'm just trying to do everything I can. I do have some support from my father, and he helps me out whenever he can. I'm just simply doing the best with what I got, and I am just grateful I have this time. I have like 4 years ahead of me. I'm using these 4 years just to do the best I can with every opportunity I get. Once those 4 years are over, I simply, I think that's it. Just from that point on, it's just gonna be more like of a hobby. Not that it isn't a hobby right now, but right now it just feels more like a goal, like a dream that I want to strive. So if that makes any sense. Like there's so many people that when they're young, they love to play chess, but then as they get older, they just simply fall out of love, or they simply just can't do as much as they could before. And I'm gonna go into like the second tier where if I could, I would definitely play this every single day, but I just can't. I know eventually I'll have to start working, or have to just put more time into other responsibilities than with chess, which is gonna be unfortunate. But if I had to have a dream job, it would definitely have to be chess. And this video is getting super long. It's about to be 17 minutes. So frankly, again, that's just my aspect. That's how I view these next 4 years. Like it's just like I'm gonna make the best of my career in these next 3-4 years. And for me, frankly, I think FM. If anything, I'd be extremely happy with FM. I don't see myself becoming an IM. If I do, it's great. If not, I don't really care. The same way right now is that FM, it just kind of feels like a. To be honest, the way I view FM is that it really isn't. Like, it's really something I can picture myself being. It's either okay, maybe I make it barely, but that's it. Or if I don't make it, if I'm like 22, then yeah, it's just whatever. Like I really have no ill feelings towards it, and again, it's just like seeing how much farther I can go, FIDE wise. I definitely think I am underrated. I feel like I should be at least like 2,000 ish FIDE, but I just don't have much exposure to FIDE tournaments around me, which is simply the issue. There's just no culture here in Florida for FIDE events. It's just mostly just a bunch of USCF events, and that's simply what I'm not interested in unless you go to like, let's say, Orlando or West Palm Beach, like every 2 or 3 months, and just do your best out there, get like 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 5, which is more than it's not humanly possible. Like it is, but it's like basically GM level strength needed in order to gain at least double the rating that you want to reach it short term, which is just not realistic. So again, it's just doing the best way you got, and there are so many players in Florida as of this moment that I know, some friends that I've known that they're simply low rated. Like they should be a lot higher rated, but they just don't have the same exposure. I won't name them out, but there are so many people, specifically some people that are like in the 2,000 range that should definitely be over 2,100, but they just keep losing to people who are underrated, and it affects them terribly. Then they drop below. They were like 2,100, but then they drop below. It just sucks. Like it really does sucks. And there are people who are like 1,900, but again, no exposure, and they just can't rise, and they have to just keep losing to random people, which is it's unfortunate. I think it really comes down to just opportunities and just culture. I think in chess, unless you have these three things, you can't really make much improvement. Unless you got connections, unless you got money, or unless you're born in the right place or just near a cultural place where there's a lot of chess, then you just can't get anywhere. You gotta have one of these things. For me, I've lived in a place where before I live in Florida where the chess exists, but there's not really much you can do with it. Especially in some places, like you can't really do much with it because the most you can really aspire to become is just an NM. But anything outside of NM is just there's like again there's not much FIDE events here, so the culture for FIDE doesn't really exist. Like chess here in Florida is basically just to pass the time, but just after you finish your weekend, you just go back to work. That's basically all chess is here. So you can't really strive for much here in Florida. Connections, I don't really got any connections. I do have some people who I'm friends with, and they give me advice and whatever. But like I don't really have any connections that maybe like sponsors or nothing. I have nothing like that. But I do have some people that maybe if I have to go to a tournament, they'll help me out. Maybe stay there for a couple nights, and that's basically the most connections I got. Or maybe some friends. We go together into a tournament. That's basically it. Um, and what else? And money. Yeah, no, FIDE tournaments, they are a lot of money. Unless you don't got the money, it's very hard to go. I'm fine with paying for FIDE tournaments. It's not really, for me, it's not a question of paying for the FIDE tournaments. For me, it's more like being able to pay for hotels and travel all the way there. That's the most hard part for me. Because I can afford FIDE tournaments. Well, I can't afford just simply staying in a hotel and simply just having to stay there for many days. Like for example, the World Open, I would have to waste at least minimally. Not minimally, but I had to at least expect I'm gonna waste more than $1,000, and that's just too much I'm able to afford. I'm able to basically maybe afford the entry to tournaments like over basically almost $400, but I can't do any more than like 600. I think that's just too much. I won't be able to afford unless I go in a group of like 4 or 5 people. It's stuff like that. Like I don't really have much money. Like I simply went to tournaments by bus every week, and I was always just going to clubs back and forth without a car. And my father, he would just sometimes drive me in the mornings, but it was just mostly be myself, going by buses, and it was very exhausting. Gave me a lot of fatigue, and holy hell, how much battery I have left! I got 2%, so this is about to die. But again, unless you've got one of these 3 things, that is very hard to do. And again, I reached everything I possibly could have wanted. I did get National Masters, so I feel for the most part, even if I don't achieve FM, I am a very happy player. Like, I could possibly just be fine with retiring. Like, that's it. I think like this is the most you could really do if you're, born inside the U.S., don't really have much money, but you have some opportunities to, manage, and eventually you can get to at least something. And I think, minimal, as Gotham Chess once said in one of his videos, which I'll link down in the description, National Master is basically not much. Someone who could have maybe been higher, but given circumstances, like they were like whatever, I'm in them, that's it. Or someone who's just young, and then eventually they just progressed and got to like IM, FM. I'm basically just and I'm just not much, but I'll take it, whatever. And so it is about to be around 25 minutes long. I'm guessing I only have 1% battery. I can't really tell because I have to go to the camera. But again, goals for 2024, 2025. I simply just want to do the best I can. I don't really expect myself to get to FM in this whole year, but I'm just going to try and play chess, try and play my best chess. Maybe if I'm lucky, I get to 2,000 FIDE, which is a reasonable goal for me. But besides that, I simply just, I want to keep you guys happy, keep you guys updated, post more chess, post more stuff about horror movies. I think that's something that needs to be addressed as well. I love horror movies, and I'm definitely do more movie comments and reviews here in the channel, even though it's a chess channel, because I love horror movies. I love just, reacting and reviewing to stuff. I should maybe think about doing a reaction channel sometime soon. Maybe if you guys are interested in that, I'll definitely have that as a possibility in the future. But that's everything. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm guessing it's about to be 2 in the morning. I need sleep. I'm tired, and so 2,000 FIDE, 2,000 subscribers, maybe 20 for the UCF, maybe I don't know. Simply just get more exposure in FIDE terms. I think these are my four reasonable long-term goals, and I simply the rest is just simply have fun. So Alright, hope you guys subscribe, comment down below, and make sure to like this video for more content and more daily updates. Alright, bye guys. Have a nice night. Sleep. See you guys.